Humble Shyne documentary on Hulu.
Honourable.
Is it the Honourable?
The Honourable.
The Honourable, yeah.
That's what I said. Just released.
Yeah, literally a couple of days ago.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched it
Saw it?
front to back.
Have you seen it, Larizzle?
I haven't, no.
Okay, so we don't want to give too much away.
Okay.
But we'll definitely give you some insight into it. Incredible documentary.
Easy watch.
Really easy watch.
Easy watch.
You know, with Shyne, he kind of, it's a weird thing where he kind of slipped through the cracks. Pause. He kind of like didn't really get that.
Shine. For lack of worse words.
And so it was interesting to see his story, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And like, it's in an incredible story. Something that
It's a real redemption story.
It's a movie for me.
Yeah.
100%.
That could have been in cinema.
100%.
You could have watched that for real.
Born November 8th, 1978. So he's a year younger than myself.
In Belize.
And when I was looking at the doc and I noticed the scenery of what Belize looked like, it looked like yard. It looked like Jamaica.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And it's just it's like just near Mexico, that area.
So they're considered Caribbeans, but they're like that Central America,
Yeah.
so like Cacao and those kind of places where they're like not quite really in the Caribbean, but it's like Central South American-ish. So like,
The accent and everything.
It's a little. It's nice though. I can't lie.
Yeah, I would like to go.
Yeah,
as long as I don't get shot out there and I'm calm.
Well, if you watch Jay Prince,
he's over there regularly.
Over there,
yeah, no. But yeah, amazing doc. A few things that really stood out was his relationship with his father. He didn't have a great one at the beginning.
Messed up.
Which is
normal.
It's
normal.
But it leans over to seeing how his life panned out at the beginning. You could see that loss of a father figure was needed. Because his dad was a politician. Was he prime minister?
And uncle. His dad and uncle.
Yeah, prime minister and politician of the country.
Yeah. Wow.
So in that sense, you've got a good start, to be fair.
Yeah.
But again, his mum and dad didn't work out. His dad
they were never really a thing, were they?
No.
He was just a side baby, unfortunately.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And so then his dad got married to and had another family of his own. You know them. You know them, man.
And the wife was like, "We're not doing this."
And
the wife said he can't be on the birth certificate. Nothing.
Crazy.
Wow. Crazy.
So he kind of was abandoned at the beginning, and his mum moved, which is another typical thing Caribbeans do. Yeah. Parents move first, children move afterwards. So his mum went to America, paved the way for him, and then he lived with his uncle and auntie for a little while, and then they sent for him. He's moved to America, and now we're in the Bronx. Is it Brooklyn or Brooklyn? Brooklyn. Is that not the same thing?
Let's not do this.
Yeah, say nothing. Yeah.
Don't do that to me.
Yeah. And he grew up, became a little bit of a troublemaker.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
His boy in the doc said he was the hoodlum.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that and, you know what I mean, make it, but he was.
It was there. It's there.
Yeah,
for like, you know.
He was a hoodlum. And so a couple of altercations in that area, in that kind of time frame where he got shot.
Yep.
And then his mum got really scared and was like, look.
You got to fix up.
And so he kind of took another direction, went back to school.
Yeah. Because he started off, so to jump back, he started off actually being all right.
Yeah.
And then he got mixed up in the neighborhood, went left, and then after that altercation.
There's a robbery somewhere going on, right?
So, yeah, it was like one of his neighbours got robbed.
And he tried to get involved.
Went to go sort it out. Then he was walking down the strip. The guys see him and was like, "Oh, it was you."
It was you.
So then they jumped him, but then he was getting the better of it. And then one guy pulled out the blicky.
Yeah.
That was that.
And he got shot in
the shoulder, not too far from his heart or something.
Wow.
It's weird, yeah. It's like when I look at those kind of stories, it's that similar thing where it's like adversity to
to the rise.
You know what
Rise
I mean?
of the Phoenix. Almost.
I'm not trying to get shot just to become.
You know?
I don't care, bruv. If I'm like there, cool, and I don't get shot, I'm calm.
I'm good.
I don't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, 50 got it 9 times, brother.
times.
Yeah, but you get 9 and you end up with 500 mil. You get me? You know?
Yeah, but you first. I see how you get along with that.
Bruv, you're my big cousin. You got to take lead.
So fast forward, because I don't want to give away too much because we haven't watched it, but I didn't know there was a bidding war for him.
The first artist ever without a single to be involved in a bidding war, and we're talking about a real bidding war.
Millions
before the million deal albums contracts were coming out.
Yeah,
Between who and who?
Everyone.
Bad Boy,
Interscope. Like Jimmy approached him.
Wow.
Chris Lighty.
Chris Lighty.
That was Entertainment at the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Def Jam approached him.
Yep.
Like everybody was like.
So what had they seen of him before this bidding war started?
So
if he hadn't
what I
released anything?
remember, without saying too much, especially back then, they used to have street teams around in New York. So there'd be vans that would go around, give out merchandise, but let you know when shows are coming up, etc. And there would always be at least someone that was either kind of part of the industry.
Yeah.
So somebody may know someone.
Yeah.
A part of the street team. Right. So what he used to do, he used to run him down and just spit freestyles, spit bars.
Okay.
And he said he was doing it for time after time after time. He got a few, get out of his.
Yeah.
And then said over time, he got better. Then there was the girl, can't remember her name now.
Yeah.
She was in the industry.
Yeah. He had a few links.
He spat for her one time. She was like, boy,
Yep.
that ain't good.
The guy in the barbershop.
Yeah, so we'll move on to that.
See.
Because then she said to him, you need to start telling stories when you're rapping.
Right, yeah.
And
That's
he
right.
came back for her, saw her again.
Yeah.
She was like, you got 2 minutes. Then he said he spit basically about his life. And then she was like, all right, you got something.
Yeah.
Then the guy in the barbershop was like, oh, my man's is, pause, knows another guy that's in the industry who ended up being Don Pooh.
Yeah. Who's that? Foxy Brown's manager? Ex-manager and stuff?
Ex-manager. And then the barber linked him to Don Pooh.
Yeah.
And then he got signed like on a double deal, one publishing, one like
That's
management.
right. I've never heard of a
This
signing
guy's gone
like
through
this
everything.
before.
Yeah, like he basically changed so many narratives.
He
in the industry.
100% and not had a single out.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was even before the bidding war. So that they saw so much in him, they were willing to take just even portions of him, just to be attached to him.
I noticed in the conversations they had when they brought up him sounding like Biggie, I noticed he didn't want that to be dwell. He didn't want to dwell on that.
He didn't sit in it too long. Pause.
Because I remember, again, this is my era coming up, listening to hip hop. So I was outside and I remember hearing Shyne. It was him and a Donny called Gorilla Black.
Gorilla Black was later though.
Was he? But that was still the.
Gorilla Black was like 2005 because Gorilla Black was around Marlon. What was it? I don't wanna.
Yeah, okay.
He was around that era. Shyne was the few years before.
Before that,
because Shyne was the original.
I sound like Biggie.
Yeah.
And because it's weird because it's tone.
It's more. Yeah, they're both baritones.
Yeah, it's tones, but it's
and
not
then accents as well. Because obviously him moving to Brooklyn, he picked up the Brooklyn accent.
Yeah.
So where he's got that baritone, then he's got and they're both from Flatbush. It's that side as well. They're both from the Caribbean side of Brooklyn.
That's right.
Where all the Jamaicans, Trinis are, etc.
Yeah.
So he just picked up that natural tone.
Yeah.
His voice being a baritone as well, he just naturally sounds like. But then when he speaks,
he sounds the same.
He sounds the same. So whereas Gorilla Black didn't sound how he spoke.
Put the voice on. Gorilla Black what did he?
Yeah, that one-hit wonder.
Yeah, it wasn't good though. I don't remember it being any good. And he tried. He looked like he was dark skinned,
big,
fat.
Yeah,
I knew that it was trying to
from the West Coast, so they were trying to make him the West Coast Biggie, and it just never worked.
It just didn't work.
Didn't pop.
Can we briefly talk about that 1999 Club New York shooting?
I took a screenshot of J-Lo's mugshot. It looks hilarious.
Yeah, she looked like
she looked like
she went through it.
Yeah,
it's crazy. So apparently, Shyne knew the people, knew the guys.
So I don't want to say too much. Yeah, he knew the guys from the ends.
Yeah,
they were boys because they said they come up together. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they said Diddy and J-Lo were trying to get to the bar. Their bodyguard Wolf was basically just manhandling people out the way. They bumped him over. That guy's a guy that's got some kind of clout. He was like, bro, do you know who I am? Dash money in the air. Apparently, some of it licked Diddy in the face. Wow. And then that's where
ego sets in.
Yeah, that's where it went from there. And then the guy basically said to Shyne, was like, yo, Shyne, this your man?
Yeah, this is your boys.
Rocking with him?
Yeah.
And then basically Shyne was like, yeah. So he's like, I'm going to kill you too.
Wow.
And as they was letting off,
Everyone
was letting off.
Yeah.
Wow.
People, strays, everything. Yeah. So they elaborate more on that. So you'll see that when you watch the doc.
Okay. And they only really, sorry to cut you, they only really deep dive back into that pause because of what's happened now with
Diddy. Yeah.
Because he said he was over it and he was past it. And you could hear from how he was speaking on it, the way he articulated, you could see he was past it.
Yeah.
Because you always know when someone's articulating from emotion and that pain and hurt, and when they've actually sat down, they know they've fought through it now, and now they're able to speak on it properly.
Well, we spoke about forgiveness on this podcast before, and it's a very interesting concept where forgiving somebody is very interesting because I feel like what he did was he got to a place in his life where he was just like, if I keep holding on to this,
it's going to hold me back.
It's going to hold me back. Mad thing is, he went to live in Israel for a while.
2 years.
And studied Judaism, right?
Oh, wow. Well, he studied it in jail.
He studied it in jail.
He did the complete opposite because especially in America, black guys...
Muslim.
Yeah.
But I found out that the reason why, because me and the missus was like, why did he go that direction? Because it wasn't clear on the doc. Is his grandmother is from Ethiopia.
Yeah.
And Ethiopia...
Original Jews.
See it there. Yeah. So that was why that lineage came down, because that's why you're going to just go in that direction.
You don't just go off the cuff. You've got to have some kind of connection.
Yeah, because I was just like, that was interesting.
Because it's almost like the Rastafarian, because obviously they connect to the original Jews, Israelites, etc.
That's right. Mad thing, and I don't know if you caught it. Gams, did you see it? Did you say you saw it? You know when they were going through the trial, right?
Yeah.
Diddy was doing his thing to save his own bacon.
Yeah.
And apparently before the verdict, and as they were going through like the latter stages of the trial, you know that Gene Deal that's just been talking?
Yeah.
He said on the doc, like, Diddy told us to get in the car, we went up the road, but he was
the priest.
The Obia man.
Listen, the witchcraft thing.
So hear the thing. So he said he's going. They say, why are we going up this way?
I'm going uptown. We're meant to be going downtown.
So boom, he's gone. They've got to this park area, and there's a man waiting in the middle of the park with a white dove
in big Central Park,
with a white dove and a cage. And they went there.
And did he drop to his knees? Pause.
And the dove went up in the air and hit the floor dead.
What? No,
am I wrong?
No, it's not even that you're wrong. You just missed the bit before.
What happened?
Where they said, did he drop to his knees? This guy was doing some mad thing over his, like chanting. He had the Bible in one hand, was chanting. Gene said him and Wolf kind of stepped back like, "Raw, what's
course,
this?"
I don't want no part of that.
They said they chanted, and then they told him to go into the cage, grab the dove. Said he dashed it in the air, and they said they were expecting to see it fly off.
No.
They said it hit the concrete like a rock.
No.
Boom.
Nah.
I'm not involved. I'm not involved.
From the point we walk up to someone, I just see someone there with a Bible in their hand. I'm saying, you know what? I'm gonna wait by the car. Yeah. Let me just beat me when you're ready.
But so how do you even go up against that? Shyne
won already.
Shyne didn't have a chance if you got judge going on.
But he had the judge. He had the lawyer that was basically working with Diddy.
Yeah.
Like, they had the media that was working against him because they were like, they started using that he was an immigrant because they were like, Belizean underling. Like he had no chance.
Even
the witnesses that he met, he at one point was saying to Diddy, because I've watched other documentaries. Ironically, I watched his other interviews before the actual documentary because I saw what was going on. And he was like to Diddy and saying, look, bro, just don't bring certain witnesses up.
Yeah, I remember that.
They're gonna bury me.
Yeah.
Like, he goes, you don't have to bring them up. Like, because you've got them saying all this type of stuff. Just have them say nothing or just don't bring them up.
Yeah. And he still brought them.
Yeah, because he's like, I can run off self-defense. And self-defense will get me off.
Yeah.
Like, because he goes, in my eyes and the way the situation went, it was self-defense. They backed out, we backed out.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
Yeah. But it didn't go that way.
Not at all.
Fast forward.
Karma's a bitch.
Yeah, we're going to talk. We're going to talk. Fast forward. Long and short of it, he made it.
Yeah, redemption story. Big.
And
now
what
Shyne Obama.
what I do love about Shyne is somebody who I looked at and I was like, you know what? We need more examples of this in our community, in our lives, where men just don't hang on to their past and they graduate and they look through the, you know, the hardships and the trials and tribulations and come out the other side victorious. And just to see him back in Belize with his people, fighting a fight, I was like, this is amazing to see, like, you know. And his dad embraced him, which is his dad embraced him afterwards.
Kinda
He's
had
like,
to.
yeah. He's like, bruv, don't do. You know, he batted up his dad behind the scenes.
Yeah. It's almost like, you know, when you make it to the league or you become a football player, it's like pops, son, I've loved you forever.
It was your
mum's fault. It wasn't your mum's fault. It was the wife. You know, I was tricked because he tried to throw it in there on a little slip. He kind of be like, you know, I just made the wrong decisions because I had a new family.
Yeah. Bumper hole.
Literally.
Yeah. But check it out. Tell us what you think of the doc. It's definitely if you got a Fire Stick, don't tell us. We don't care. They're illegal. I don't have one. I watched it.
Can you get me one, please?
Before we move on, can we not gloss over the fact that he looks like a baby Obama?
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
He's Shyne Obama
No,
now.
he does. He really does. And I rate it.
And I think he knows it, so he embraces
100%.
He embraces it.
100%. But yeah, man, big up Shyne. We're going to
big.
keep watching.
Yeah.
We're going to see what you're doing.
Hopefully he gets elected as Prime Minister.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, should be love. Fight for